Hi, students. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. Welcome to the SkillsBuild Summer Certification Program on FPWD. Let's wait a couple of minutes so that all the students are able to join in. And by 4:05, we'll be starting the program. So if any of your friends are yet to join, please ask them to join. And if they are not able to join the Zoom link, because I think it's almost full right now, ask them to join and watch it on YouTube Live. All the messages that we'll be sharing here, all the information, all the QR codes and links will be shared in the WhatsApp groups as well. So they won't miss out anything. Ask them to please log in YouTube, watch it live and follow along with us. Okay, our numbers are climbing very fast. In a minute or two, we'll be starting the session. So to keep the session brief and short as possible, we are keeping all the participants on mute. If you guys have any kind of queries or doubts you want to clear, you can ask to any of the CSR box named teammates in the participants group, and they will answer your queries, and also they will forward your queries to me. Okay, the numbers are climbing fast. We are almost at the 1K mark. After which, I remind you guys, after the Zoom account limit is at 1,000. After which, then your friends or teammates will not be able to join, but they don't need to worry. The whole thing will be live streamed on YouTube right now. Please click on the YouTube link that was shared in your groups and your mails, and you can go see it right now. All the links and all the relevant information shared here will be shared in your WhatsApp groups parallelly. You can follow, please join them and follow along with us. Okay, it seems we have hit critical mass. We are at 1,000 followers, viewers right now. And welcome all. Welcome to all the students who have joined here on Zoom, and welcome all to all the students who are watching it on YouTube. Thank you all for being here. And I'm very excited to bring you all on to the IBM SkillsBuild Summer Certification Program by CSR Box in collaboration with IBM SkillsBuild. So welcome you all to the front-end web development program. And this is the orientation session of Click Code Create Beginner's Guide to Front-end Web Development. So let us see what is the agenda for today and what all will be covered in this whole session. So the agenda for today will be a basic introduction to the IBM SkillsBuild platform, an introduction to the front-end web development summer certification program, that is the preview program, and walkthrough to the IBM SkillsBuild platform, as well as a PBL learning plan, We will be introducing to you to all the elements of this PBL program, all the deliverables, all the deadlines, what you're supposed to do and what we are expecting from you, as well as all the benefits you will be getting from us through this program. Okay, so let's move on. So what is IBM SkillsBuild? Let's start with that. So IBM SkillsBuild is a digital learning platform. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are already familiar with digital learning platforms, because I'm pretty sure almost all of you have used platforms like Coursera and Udemy. So IBM SkillsBuild is such a platform where there are certification courses that you can do. How it differs from all these other platforms that's already on the market is that this platform was built by IBM as part of their CSR project and is a CSR initiative. So what it means is that whenever you do a course on Coursera or Udemy, you can order them for free. But if you want to get the certificate, if you want to get the credential where you can display it on your LinkedIn or your resume, you will need to pay an extra fee to get that. But on the IBM SkillsBuild platform, because it's a CSR initiative, it is completely for free. The entire access to the platform, all the courses, all the certificates is completely for free. So now let us look at the flow and the stages of the PBL program. So this right now we are at the stage 1. Here today we'll be registering you guys on the IBM SkillsBuild platform. You will be learning about how to complete the learning plan. We'll get started on it today itself, so that by 15th, you will have ample amount of time to finish off your learning plan and submit it on the LMS that we'll be giving you access to. So after the stage 1 and the learning plan completion is the stage 2, which will be the sessions, the live sessions that you are also very excited for. So there will be 3 master classes on the specific topic that you have chosen, that is front-end web development. And then there'll be an extra role model and mentor meeting where you will be able to meet with IBM IBM professionals who are working in these areas, who have real-world experience and are expert in these areas. You'll be able to meet them, talk to them, have an interaction, ask any kinds of doubt you have about any specific area or this field as a whole, ask them about their experience, learn from them, and generally get a bigger understanding of how the whole picture is. And after that stage, we will be the issuing of the completion certificate. There will be a pitch night, and you will get a chance to work with our access to opportunity and industry connect verticals, where you can, if you are able to perform well and if you showcase your strengths well, you will be able to get internships, job offers, and placement assistance along the way. So one thing to mention, very important, it's written there itself. Only after you complete stage 1 in its entirety will you be able to be eligible for the final part, that is the final certificates, the industry connect, the pitch night, everything else. So the stage 1 is very important, that is registering on the platform and completing the learning plan and submitting it by the deadline, which is 15th of July. Okay, so this is just a bit about the IBM SkillsBuild initiative. So on this platform, on the IBM SkillsBuild platform that you're going to get access to, there are more than 85,000 learning activities on a wide variety of topics, from IT-related topics to cybersecurity, coding, languages, and data analysis. There are things that will help you enhance your workplace skills, like professional skills like communication, leadership, critical thinking, and also programs that will help you land a job, like how to create a good resume, how to attend a good interview, how to perform well in a GD, things like that. So I ask all of you, after the session, when you go back home, you should always take your own initiative to explore the platform on your own. Take some time, search up whatever area that you're interested in, and find which are the relevant courses that will be applicable to you. Okay. And IBM certified badges and mentoring our placement assistants are part of the whole program. And certified badges are something that you get from digital credentials. So that will be explained a bit more further down the line. But when you get an IBM certified badge by doing a digital credential, you will be able to display it on LinkedIn with the IBM SkillsBuild IBM logo itself. So it'll be a really good boost for whatever area that you're trying to work, especially because it's an FEWD certification program. I know a lot of you guys are in tech, or at least adjacent or interested in the tech world. So getting certification programs, certificate badges from the IBM SkillsBuild platform, if you're interested in this area, will be a very good boost for your resume and for your LinkedIn profiles. Okay. So now that you guys have a basic understanding of what IBM SkillsBuild is and how it works, now what we are going to do is we are going to register you guys onto the platform. So how we do that is through this link and QR code. So this link will be shared in your chat boxes and in your WhatsApp group. So anyone who is watching it on YouTube or not able to access the screen, this QR code, you can use the link from the chat box. But anyone else who is watching it live, please take your mobile phones and scan this QR code to gain access to create an account. Okay. So what happens is once you scan this, you will come to this page. So this is the account creation page. Okay. Everyone is familiar with this, right? So here you should always use my Google account and use an existing Google account that's already in your phone and that is actively in use. But one thing to note here, students, please take a moment to listen to this. If any one of you have been part of the IBM SkillsBuild program in any capacity previously, either through PBLs or through our sessions in colleges, please make sure that you are using a new and fresh email ID. Because if that is not the case, we will be facing an issue at the end of the program where certifications is issued. So we don't want to face a problem at the end. We wanted to face solve it before it even becomes a problem. So anyone who has been part of any of the PBL programs up till now or has been part of any of the IBM SkillsBuild initiative or activities in colleges, please make sure to use an email ID that is fresh and is not already registered with LinkedIn. So one of the ways that you can understand that is that after you click use a Google account and select an email account, if you go right into the homepage without any of these pages, like this is the profile setting up page where you enter your name, your state, your location, and all of that. If you go straight into the IBM SkillsBuild homepage without landing in this profile set creation page, it means that IBM SkillsBuild, that email has already been registered with the IBM SkillsBuild platform. Okay. So if anyone has that, please log out, go back, scan this QR code or use the link again and log in using a new email ID. Okay. And one thing to keep an eye on is in the let's set a profile in the first name part, at the very bottom, it should say our sponsoring organization is CSR box. Because only if that is there, in your profile, it will show that CSR box is a sponsor. And if that is the case, it is the only way we can issue the completion certificates at the end of this program. So to make sure that does not happen, if there is no other problems down the line, when we are creating an account, please make sure you use a fresh account that is new and has not been previously registered on other IBM SkillsBuild platform. Okay. So one small thing to note here is the family name basically just means your last name. So you can fill your last name in and go for the next page. Filling in that preliminary information. And location, please select the state in which you're studying in. Okay, not the state you're from. If you're studying in an out-of-state college or institution, please select the state where your institution is located in. Okay, following that is the third terms and conditions, which is the only other required one after the basic information. Here, you have to tick all the boxes and click submit. Okay, tick all the boxes, click submit, and will show success your account is created. You'll have an option to select your preferred language. I would suggest English, but if there's another option that you're comfortable with, you can obviously go for that. But again, I would suggest English because most of the program is going to be heavily based in English. And this is the homepage of the IBM SkillsBuild platform. So once you guys get here, we'll go for the next steps. So can I see a small round of thumbs up? Anyone who got to this page already? I want to see who is fast and agile in this group. Okay, nice. Okay. Okay, great. A lot of people have got here. Many other emojis are popping up. Thank you. So I will go through that process one more time, right? Just to make sure no one has missed out on. So this is the QR code. The links are also in the chat box as well as your groups. You scan this or open the link. You go to this page, select use my Google account and select any account that is already on your phone. But please choose an account that is new and has not been registered on the IBM SkillsBuild platform before. So after you select that, you can set up your basic profile, entering your first name, last name, location, country location, and again, the location should be where your institute is based in, not where you're from. Then you can enter your terms and conditions, just tick all the boxes, click submit, select your language, and you'll get to this homepage. Okay. So if you're on your laptops, this will look a bit more different, but it is basically the same thing. You can just familiarize yourself with this homepage for a second. Right down below, there's search option. Don't go searching anything now. We'll be going in a different direction. But please remind yourself of any topics that you're interested in. And after you get back home, make sure to search it, find what other courses are and certification is available in that area. Okay. Okay, so the next part is we are going to introduce you to the learning plan. That is one of the main deliverables of the IBM Skills, this summer certification program. If you are not completing and submitting a learning plan by the deadline, you will not be eligible to get the final certificate. Okay, so make sure it is done and submitted on time. And this is the QR code as well as the link to access the learning plan. Again, my team will be putting it in your chat box as well as it will be shared across your WhatsApp. Anyone on YouTube who is not able to see this or access right now, you can get it from there. Okay. If anyone is facing any kind of errors in any of the steps that we followed right now, you can reach out to my colleagues in the chat box or put in the chat box like what are your issues, and we will focus on those queries in the coming time. Okay, so scan this or open the link, whichever is easier for you, and you will get to this page. So anyone on your mobile phone, you will be familiar. This is the page you will be getting to, and on the desktop, it will look like the one page on the right side. Okay, so this is the learning plan. This contains everything that you'll be finishing off in the next 10 days, 10, 12 days to submit the learning plan. And it is split into 3 sections: introduction to web development, web design and development deep dive, as well as career awareness and placement. So here, I want everyone to click on enroll. Okay. Every single student who is part of this summer certification program has to enroll and finish this. So right now you need to click on enroll. And after this, we are going to do a small part of this learning plan. We'll do one course from this learning plan. See, under section 2, you see it shows 0 out of 2 complete. Section 2, it shows 0 out of 2 complete. Section 3 also, it shows 0 out of 2 complete. So that means that in section 1, there are 2 courses that you need to finish to complete that section, which is the same in section 2 and 3. So right now, what we're going to do is we are going to do one of the courses in section 1 to see how it is done, to see how you can finish it, how you can mark it as complete, how you can download the certificate, all of that. Okay, so after you click and enroll, in the section 1 of this learning plan, you will see a course called IBM SkillsBuild presents how to become a web developer. Do you see that? The section 1 is the second one in the section 1. How to become a web developer. It shows 57 minutes and has a logo of a video camera. That is the one that we'll be doing right now. Okay, so when you click on that, you will go into the course page. That is this IBM Skills. This is a course page of that particular activity, learning activity, which is 57-minute duration. You can see it right there. You can take 2 minutes to just read through this. Don't click any of the buttons on the screen. You can just take a minute to skim through the description, what you will be learning from this activity. So this is a page that you will land into whenever you select any of the courses in the learning plan, as well as any of the courses or certification activities on the platform. you will go into a page like this where it shows the description, the time, and the name of it. And there will be options called go to activity, enroll, and stuff. So right here, what we're going to do is we are going to start this activity. How we do that is by clicking this button called go to activity. I'm sure everyone can see it on their screens. The blue button called go to activity. You can click on that right now. And it will take you to this web development video. Okay, so this is a 57-minute video about how to become a web developer. So once you get into that, you can keep your phones down. Okay, you don't need to watch it right now, but after the session ends, I want every single student here in the meeting as well as watching on Zoom, I want all of you guys to go back and watch this video because it's a very good, very interesting video about what it takes to become a web developer, diving a bit deeper into a person who has worked in that area for a lot of years and has a lot of experience in that matter. Okay. So right now we won't be watching it in its entirety. Everyone who has gone to this page where the video is visible, I want you to pause the video, keep your phone down and listen to me for the next couple of minutes. Okay. So click go to activity. Click go to activity, come to this page and keep your phones down. Because now we are going to talk about what all is included in this summer certification program, all the steps that you have to take, all the deliverables you have to submit, the deadlines, as well as the benefits you will get. Right. So from here on out, I want all of you guys to keep your phone down and give me your complete attention for the next an hour. Okay. So first, what this program is about. Click on Create Beginner's Guide to Front-End Development. The name itself is a bit understanding, but in this program, you will get a hands-on experience on front-end web development. You will be understanding through this learning plan. You will be diving into HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and building responsive web pages. But through the master classes, you will get a much more in-depth look. You will get an opportunity to talk with people who have worked in this area, to ask real-world questions and find answers that has expertise and experience behind them. Okay, and doing the problems that we'll be giving to you, the activities that we'll be giving to you as part of this session, you will develop a practical problem-solving skills. You will learn how to work in a team. You will learn how to delegate. You will learn how to work, collaborate. You will learn how to create a website, web page. All of that will be in your hands, in your minds, and in your experience by the end of this summer certification program. Okay. So this is basic information. There are more than 20,000 participants who are registered for this. Did you know that? A huge cohort of students are here, and I hope every single one of you will put in their best efforts because the benefit you're going to get will be totally worth it. So these are the elements of these summer certification programs. There will be self-paced learning. So this learning plan is basically a self-paced learning. I have given you a deadline of 15th of July. But other than that, none of us, none of my team or me is going to be looking into when you are completing this, when you're doing that, or when you're doing this. It'll be up to you guys to bring that determination to that table, to put in your effort and finish this on time and submit it. Okay. Other than the self-paced learning, there will be masterclasses. You will be able to, there'll be 4 masterclasses, like I said, 3 on the subject, that is front-end web development, and 4th, a mentor meet and a role model meet where you will be able to interact with people who have worked in this area for a long time, who has a wealth of experience that they will be happy to share with you. And the one thing that you need to make sure you do to complete this program effectively is to submit all the deliverables that we ask of you. So deliverables, it's just basically all the things that you need to submit. The learning plan is a deliverable. The project at the end of this program is a deliverable. So things like that, which is required of you, will need to be submitted on time within the deadline. Because if anyone goes past that, it will be out of our hands to bring you back into the program. Okay. So to complete the course, the participants will be required to generate and complete the learning plan report that will be by 15th of July in the second week of the program. And during this learning plan itself, you will be able to get one digital credential. That is like I mentioned, like digital credentials are specific programs in the IBM SkillsBuild platform, which will give you badges, certified badges that you can display on your LinkedIn profiles. So in this learning plan that I gave you, in this learning plan itself, there is one digital credential. It will be up to you guys to scroll through and find it, which is the digital credential. And you'll be able to do that. Okay, so right now you guys are in the learning and growing stage. And if you're with us, if you guys put in your complete efforts in this program, we will be more than happy to help you with your placement assistance, help you with your industry connects, and land the job of your dreams. So again, these are some of the benefits. Like I said, we'll go through each and every one of the benefits that you'll be getting from this summer certification program. You can gain internships and full-time job opportunities in such a way that we will be providing the best teams. Like I said, there's a pitch night, right? So pitch night doesn't work if there are no rank. So based on your project that you're creating and submitting, we will be ranking the best students, the best teams, and the best students here will get our placement assistance. We'll be working with them in many ways to ensure they'll get much more opportunities. In the role model as well as the mentor meetings, you'll be able to interact and talk, ask questions to people who have worked in this area for a long while, people who have experience, who have a wealth of knowledge in these areas. And you can ask them about how they got there, how they would suggest you get there in this time, how the market or the industry has changed with the advent of AI, and how you can monetize that. All these questions will be up to you and up to your initiative, how much you can gain from them. Gain globally certified IBM badges. So like I just said, these badges that you get, these certifications that you get from this platform will be a valid proof or document about your skills and your knowledge. Okay. Because IBM itself is a global brand, the IBM SkillsBuild platform is also a globally valid program. And you will be able, when you get badges and certification from this, that is the level of credentiality or credibility that it accompanies. And specifically in this front-end web development program, you'll learn how to create engaging web interfaces. You'll work together to bring a web page to life as part of the final project submission. And you will connect and compete with students across India, because this is a pan-Indian program. Like you can see right now, this Zoom meeting is full. Like, there's almost 1,000 students all the time. And I can assure you there's more than 1,000, 2,000 students watching the YouTube live right now also. You can connect with all of these students. You can grow your network. You can grow your group of friends. All of that will be possible through this. Okay. So now let's look at the timeline for this entire summer certification program. Okay. So right now we are at week 1. We are sitting in the orientation session right now. In this week, at the end of this week, there will be another additional Q&A session, so that any of the doubts you guys have can be addressed quickly before the LP submission, so that we can go forward smoothly during those times. After that, in week 2 is the first 2 masterclasses. So for FPWD, that will be introduction to HTML, CSS, as well as a bit more deep dive in the second masterclass. And third masterclass in week 3 will be about building responsive interfaces in websites. Okay. And by the third week itself, before the third masterclass, all of you will be expected to submit your learning plans. And one thing is that I know you guys have joined this program as a group, and you'll be submitting the final project as a group. But the learning plan, each student has to complete that learning plan on their own. Okay. Because when you get the certificates, your names will be visible there. Your names will come in there. So every single student has to complete their learning plans individually and submit it. The submission will be together as a group. The team leader will be submitting it on our LMS system, which I will introduce to you right in the session, but you'll get access to it a bit later. Okay. So after that, in week 4, we'll have the role model interaction. as well as the mentor night. Then we'll have the concept note submission, the concept note of the project that you're creating, that will be on week 4. And week 5, we'll be reviewing the project, as well as the pitch night that will come in the following month. Okay. So these is basically all the a bit more in depth on what are the masterclass is going to be. First masterclass, like I said, it will be introduction to FPWD, front-end web development, and HTML elements. You will go a bit more into CSS in the second masterclass also, followed by the responsive web design. Okay. Anyone who is already familiar with all these things, I'm pretty sure many students who are already a bit familiar with CSS, HTML, and web development is here, right? Yes, you may think, why are we going through this again? But this will be very important, very helpful for all the students who are interested in this area, but did not know how to get into this, or did not know how to get started with this. So sitting through all these with them, going through these fundamentals once again, will make your core a bit more stronger. And also, with each of the sessions comes the chance to interact with these resource persons. So all the resource persons taking these classes will be people who have a lot of experience in this area, people who have worked in these areas and have a wealth of knowledge. So all these, you can treat each master class as a chance for you guys to understand a bit more of how the industry works and what are the skills and information you need to thrive in it. So after, masterclass 1, masterclass 2, responsive web design, where we'll be going into CSS and styling elements. And masterclass 3 will be intro and JavaScript essentials, where you will be introduced to JavaScript. You will be doing a hands-on project there. You'll be working on it on your own, and you will learn how to integrate it to create the responsive web designs. And the fourth one will be a role model interaction with an IBM expert. It will be a very good opportunity for all of you guys to take some time, ask a person who has worked in this area for a long time with a lot of expertise, how it works, what are the niches, what are the things they would suggest you do differently, and how the whole industry has changed with all the changes that has happened in the last few years with AI and technology and all of that. Okay. So that is a very important part where you guys get a lot of information and a lot of good knowledge. So I want all of you guys to not miss any of the master classes, submit the learning plan on time, and be ready to participate in the role model and mentor meetings completely on time. Okay. So I told a bit about digital credentials, right? That is a thing that you get from the learning plan and also other courses on the platform where you can display the digital credential on LinkedIn. So to do that, you will need a Credly account. So don't need to get worried, and you don't need to rush out right now to make a Credly account. It will be mentioned, and it will be the links to Credly will be given in one of the learning plans, in one of the courses in the learning plan called Web Development Fundamentals. In that Web Development Fundamentals course, I'll show you a bit later. That itself is a digital credential course, after which you will get a badge, certified badge, which you can show on your LinkedIn. And in there, there's a portion where it talks about how to access Credly, how to create an account, and how to claim the course. Okay. So let me tell you guys about how the certificate submission and the project submission, all of that is going to happen. So for the IBM summer certification program, there is a dedicated LMS or a database where you can upload all these things, and we'll be using to track all of you guys. Okay. So your team leader can use your email ID and your college ID to log into the LMS platform. And this is how it will show your team, along with your team name, the college details, and the total number of team members. And here you see two options, right? Submit concept note and submit final deliverable. So here is where you will be submitting concept note and final deliverable, that is a project PPT. Your teammate will be able to upload it here. The LMS is also the place where you submit your learning plan. Okay. So your team leader can edit your email ID and name or spellings or anything if there's any changes or mistakes. So like I said, I asked you guys to sign in with a new email ID, right? And I'm pretty sure some of you guys will be having the doubt that, okay, I already registered on the Google form with an old email ID. Now, if I change it, what happens? So there will be no issue, because after you get into the LMS, we'll be able to edit the email ID and change it. If there's any other issues, you can always connect with any of the team members who are admins in the WhatsApp group, or you can connect to our email ID and email your queries. I will share the email ID towards the end of the program also. So you don't need to be worried at all. If there's any kind of issues or errors you guys are facing, we will be able to solve them. Right. So right now, I've given you a bit idea about IBM SkillsBuild. We have registered, we have seen what the learning plan is. Before going forward, I want to see if you guys have any kind of queries. So I'm pretty sure you guys have some doubts. Let me just check what are the queries you guys have. Team members, if there are any queries the students are dropping, please send them over to me. Okay, Kunal is asking, only the team leader should fill this or every member should? So only the team leader should fill this. All the learning plans can be combined together. We will let you know how you guys are supposed to do that. And all the learning plans will be uploaded by the team leader themselves. What do we have to upload in learning plan? So the learning plan, in the learning plan, you need to upload the learning plan certificate. Okay, so let me show you again. I'll go back to the learning plan. So this is a learning plan. You see the section 1, section 2, and section 3, right? So once you complete all of this, it's all 0 to complete. Once you complete all of this, you'll get a certificate for the learning plan itself. Each individual will get their own individual certificate for the learning plan they completed. And that will be needed, that need to be uploaded onto the LMS platform. So the certificate will be available through the IBM SkillsBuild platform itself. It won't be sent to the lead or through any email IDs. We will see how you can generate the certificate. We'll see how you generate a certificate for any of the platforms, any of the courses on the platform. That will be the same way you will generate the learning plan certificate. It won't be coming from any other external sources. Okay. So when we should submit the project? So the project submission will be towards the end of the program. That will be in the last week of July. You have a lot of time to work on the project. After you submit the concept note itself, you have, I think, more than a week to work on the project, and you can submit it there. Yes, Unmesh, this session is recorded right now. It's going live on YouTube right now also. That will be shared to you. It will be shared in your groups. The recorded link will be shared. So any of your classmates or any of the team members are missing the session due to college or any other academic issues, you can rewatch the session to get an understanding of what was discussed. And that will go the same for all the masterclasses. Now, every member will have to complete and get the learning plan themselves. But on the LMS, the team leader will be the one uploading, submitting the certificate. No, Adit, you don't need to make a proper working website with development. You need to decide the front end of a website. You get a lot of time for project completion. You can even start right now. The submission date is only at the end of this month, in the last week. So do not worry about the LMS. The link to it, to the link to access it, will be shared with you guys soon. You will get, all of you guys will get the link and access in your groups. So don't worry about it right now. And some people are asking what to do after registration. So I'll go through it once more. So you can choose any topic you want, but I would suggest choosing topics that are relevant to this area. So things like sustainable development, clean energy, climate, those kind of areas are things that you can focus on because it's very relevant to this times. But you guys can choose the topics that you want to create a project on. So some people are saying what to do after the registrations. So after you register using this QR code, create your account, create using a new email ID, you'll get to this homepage of the IBM SkillsBuild platform. After this, you can scan this QR code to get the learning plan, get to the learning plan. So this link is also shared in the chat box. I'm also sure it has been shared in your WhatsApp groups. And this is how the learning plan will look like. And this is a learning plan which you have to complete and certificate of which you should submit by 15th, by the 15th deadline to complete the whole summer certification program. Here you need to click enroll. And you need to start. And right now we are starting with this activity called IBM Skills Will Present How to Become a Web Developer. You need to completely watch and finish this activity off. This is a video of 57 minutes. Right now, what we're doing is we are clicking go to activity, and I'm asking you guys to watch this video in its entirety. Once this session is over, make sure you go through all of it because it's a very good video about how to become a web developer, especially with the person who is already in this area speaking from their experiences. Yes, Suhrad, you will get the PPT you'll get this same deck after the session. If you're not able to complete all the 3 sections and upload the certificate before 15th, you will not be able to finish off the course. You will not be able to get the certificate at the end of it. I'm sorry, Ankush, I would like to speak in Hindi, but since this is a program where a lot of students are here from across India, I'm keeping it in English so that all the students are accessible to it. Nilanjit, the project should ideally be done by a team, but in case you have registered individually, we'll be looking into that to see what can be done. I don't think it's a problem, Kunal. So the deadlines, someone is asking about the deadlines. So here you can see the deadlines. 15th of July is the learning plan submission deadline. The project submission deadline will be the last week. You'll have a lot of time to do that. You just need to submit the concept note before last week. By week 4, you'll get another week after that to finish off the project and submit it. By the last week of July, all the submissions will be closed. The team leads, I'm putting this onus onto the team leads to make sure that all the people in your team are completing all the parts. Everyone is finishing up their learning plans and submitting it on time through you, because if you want to go into the last part and do the pitch, submit the project successfully, and if it's good, get invited to the pitch night and all the other activities, all the team members should have completed all the other steps leading up to that. Okay. Yes, Arya. Yeah. So Yash, individual registration will be addressed soon, and we'll be looking into how we can help you out. Nilanjit, you need to do both to completely finish off this certification course and get the final certificate. You need to finish the learning plan and submit the learning plan submitted certificate as well as the project. Okay. Okay. So this is the LMS again. I will walk you through the LMS again. You will be getting access to this soon. Do not worry about that. After which, this is where you will be submitting your concept note, where you'll be submitting your final deliverable, where you'll be uploading your learning plans, and the resume LinkedIn profile. So that is so that you guys can get a real world understanding and get a feedback on it. And that is also part of a marks distribution system. Okay. So everyone, please take a look at how the marks for the summer certification program is distributed across all the deliverables and areas for learning plan completion. That is what we just saw. Click or create learning plan. You all enrolled into it, right? We are right now currently doing one of the courses in it, one of the parts of it. So for completing and submitting it, there's a 25 marks part to it. For the concept note submission, there's 10 marks. For attending all the master classes, there's 15 marks. That is including the orientation session. So if any of your student friends are missing out, please ask them do not miss out on any of the sessions that is scheduled. We will be sharing an attendance form where you guys, it's a Google form where you guys will have to fill out your names and whether you have attended it, and it will be shared after every single other masterclass. So we'll be looking into the attendance to give you the marks on that. Resume and LinkedIn upload, like I showed you in the LMS, you have to upload your resume and LinkedIn. Then the final deliverable, which is a project, which you will be creating and submitting by the end of this program in the last week of July to the end of last week. And the overall performance is how you are performing, how you are working with the team, how you're working with us, how proactive and interactive you are in the program, and all of that. And total of 100 points that will be coming up to. Concept note submission is basically a concept note of the project that you're creating. So if you're planning to create a web development front end of a web page on climate change, so you just create a concept note on, like, you write down the concept, you write down the parts you guys are going to add to it, and the team members, team name, and things like that. Okay, a problem that you think can be solved or can be addressed by your website. Okay. So again, deliverable 1, submission week 3, 15th of July. That is the learning plan completion certificate. Deliverable 2 by week 4. That is the problem statement and the project. Okay. So the problem statement, like stated here, it's chosen by the students. You can choose the topic where you want to create the project in, but I'm asking you guys to create a project in an area that has real world impact right now. Okay. We will look into providing a sample format if it's possible. But right now, you can brainstorm among your own team and your own friends and come up with ideas. That'll be a good match. Okay. So these are the things that are needed in hand to get the certificate, the final certificate, and as well as to be eligible for the career guidance and placement assistant opportunities. Okay. You should have completed all the assigned courses on the IBM SkillsBuild platform. That is the learning plan, and all the 3 sections and all the courses in all the 3 sections. You should have completed it, downloaded the certificate, and uploaded it on time. Submission of deliverables on time, including the certificate, the concept note, as well as the final project. Regularity in all the master classes. Like I said, we'll be taking the attendance, and it will be not just for the marks, but also to find out who are the students who are attended all the sessions diligently and who are ready to be given more assistance. Okay, let's look at how the learning plan itself looks. So everyone who scanned the QR code would have gotten onto this page, or if you're on the form on your phones, it looked a bit different, but basically this is the entirety of it. And it is split into three sections. It's split into three sections. The first section is Introduction to Web Development. So here there are two courses which you have to do, and one is which you're trying to do right now, 57 minutes video. You will have to go watch. I'm stressing it. Please go watch it completely because it's a very good video. It's a lot of interesting information on it. Then are the sections 2 and 3. So section 2 is Web Design and Development Deep Dive. So that will go a bit more into depth about React, into depth about HTML, CSS, and all of that, and how to create a interactive responsive web page. So in the section 2 part, you see this pink course, right? Web Development Fundamentals, about 12 hours, right? So that is a digital credential, the same one that I mentioned before. Guys, we can have another question Q&A session towards the end of it. So please take your time to listen to what I'm saying right now. We can go through your queries once more. Okay. So again, Web Development Fundamentals is one of the digital credentials that I talked about before. So in this, there is a section which tells you how to create your account correctly. It has all the links and information needed regarding that. So that's why I said you need an account correctly to get the certificate badge, but you don't need to create it right now because it's already included in your learning plans. Okay. So when you're doing the learning plan, make sure you don't skip that first part about creating an account on correctly, but you go through each and every step and complete it 100%. And that learning plan, that digital credential that you can claim concretely will be available for the next 30 days after you finish it. Again, do not waste your time, claim it as soon as possible, and make sure you upload it on LinkedIn because that is the best place you can put it on. It shows up with the IBM logo itself, so it will be a really good boost for your profile. Okay. So that's about the digital credential and section 2. Then section 3 is about career awareness. So here there are two topics that are going to help you in your placement journey. So all the final year students and the students who are looking for placement, looking for jobs, please make sure to pay extra attention when you're going through these two courses and this section. Okay, it will be a really good help for you. And in this courses also, there will be tags. So using the tags, you can find other related courses in these areas where you can also increase your understanding of get more placement assistant and get a better career awareness. Okay. So self-paced. So this is again the timeline, and right now we are into the orientation sessions. I have given all of you guys the access to the IBM SkillsBuild platform as well as access to the learning plans. So the self-paced learning part is active now. Again, because it's self-paced learning, it will be up to you guys. Every single one of you will have to complete the learning plan individually and download the certificate. Your team lead can upload it through the LMS platform. And team leads, make sure all of your team members do it, because without all the team members uploading and so submitting the certificate, you will not be able to participate in the final project submission and pitch night if you guys are selected. Okay. So make sure none of your teammates or team members miss the deadline. Make sure it is on time. Okay. And following that, we'll be having masterclasses by subject experts that will be starting next week. I'm very excited for all of you guys to be a part of that, and I'm sure that every single one of you will get a good exposure and a good experience talking with all of them. So this is how a certificate looks like from the IBM SkillsBuild Summer Certification Program. Okay, it will have your name and will have the details and the time and the IBM SkillsBuild logo. Okay. So this certificate, once you get this, you'll be able to share it anywhere you want. You can put it on your LinkedIn, your resume, you'll have its own credibility, and it will have its own weight behind it. Okay. And these are some of glimpses from IBM showcase events. Like I said, the pitch-night is happening, right? So the best teams who have the best solutions, the programs, and the best pitch will be invited to programs across India like this, they'll get a chance to interact with people, interact with industry experts, and create and grow their networks. Okay. So I'm sure I think it might have been a bit fast for you guys. Was it a bit fast for you guys? Do you want me to go back and talk about any of the areas that we went through? Thank you, Arnav. Okay, some people still have some doubts about the project area and concept note. Uh, I asked my team members to forward any other queries that they're getting, or if you guys want me to go back and explain any other registration or the learning plan part again. Okay, can we remove a participant from our team as he backed out? I can look into that and we'll be letting you know. So some people are asking about masterclass timings. So the masterclasses are in from the time 4 to 6 p.m. Will be live on Zoom as well as on YouTube. I encourage everyone to join the Zoom meeting itself because, like I said, it'll be a really good time for you guys to interact with people who are working in this area, people who have real world experience, and you can understand how everything works and how the industry and the area is right now. But in case you guys are not able to join, and if there is some academic commitments like classes or sessions during that time, there will be the YouTube live will be still there, which you can rewatch, or the recordings of the sessions will be shared with all of you guys. Okay. Not just the recording, the PPT of the session will also be shared with you. So you guys can use both of them to go through it completely on your own time, but you will be asked to fill the attendance on time regarding it also. Okay, I will go back to that timeline once more. This is the timeline. If anyone wants to, you can take a screenshot or take a photo of it. We'll be sharing the deck anyway. But if you want to, right now you can note it down, take a photo, whatever, to keep it in your mind. The last date for submission of the learning plan is going to be 15th of July. The last date for submission of the project is going to be in the last week of July. That date will be shared with you soon. Individual participants, if anyone are there, we'll be looking into assigning teams and what can be done to help you guys out. Like I said, Vaibhav, if you have college during that time, if there's any kind of academic obligations that is not allowing you to be a part of that sessions, you can watch the live or you can live recording later or watch the recording that will be shared with you in the groups. Okay. So after completion of 3 sections, you'll be able to complete the whole learning plan and download the learning plan certificate. That will be done individually by each member, and that learning plan certificate will be submitted and uploaded in the LMS by the team leaders. You need a minimum of 4 members in a team. Someone is asking if they can remove a team member. You need at least a minimum of 4 members in the team. We will look into if you can remove a member and how that will work out. I will be letting you know in the groups as well. Ayush is asking about. So Ayush has done an internship already with IBM SkillsBuild and registered with a new Gmail ID. So that is completely fine. So this is to address all the students who have been part of IBM SkillsBuild previously, and I have asked you guys to register with a new email ID, right? So many might be confused that what about the old email ID with which I filled the Google form with? That is no issue. We'll be looking into that. You can create a new ID for the SkillsBuild registration, and that'll be fine. There is no problem with that. Nancy, I see the query. It's a bit more complex. So I'll be sharing the email ID of the team towards the end of the session. It's skillsbuild@csrbox.org. Please share your concern on the email ID and we will see what we can do and we'll look into that. LMS login will be shared soon. None of you guys have the access yet. We are not also showing it on the PPT. The LMS login will be shared a bit later. Okay. So to mark the attendance, we'll be sharing a Google form with you guys soon, where which you'll be able to mark the attendance for today's session and for any all the other sessions that will be happening through Zoom. Aditya, I see your message. Please reach out to our team through our email ID and share this concern with us. We'll see what can be done with that. Teams can be formed from different colleges, but right now I think it's a bit too late to be formed right now because we have already started the program. Only for individually registered students, we'll be looking into what can be done with that. Done for them. Okay, guys. So can you see a thumbs up in the group in the React button on how many students were able to log in, register themselves, and have enrolled themselves in the learning plan? You guys can also put it in the chat. Okay. Akshat, there will be an attendance form that we share to all of you, which is how we will be tracking the attendance. Even if you're watching it on YouTube Live, the form will be shared on your WhatsApp groups. Make sure to fill up your attendance on that. Vishwajit, if you have been in an IBM SkillsBuild internship already, please make sure to use a new email ID when registering for this. Lindsay, yes, this PPT will be shared. This deck will be shared with all of you. If you use a different email ID, then that's fine. So just to make sure everyone's on the same page, I'll go back to this again. Here, scan this, sign in with Google, and please use a new email ID, one that is active but new. And anyone who has been part of any of the previous CSR Works programs, that can include any of the sessions like SkillsBuild sessions for AL in your colleges, or if any other programs like PBLs or internships last year or year before that, please make sure you guys do not use that same email ID, but log in using a different email ID. Okay. Okay. So sign in again, create your email, send in your basic details for creating your profiles, set up your profile, and get to the home page. Legit, okay. So again, login, scan the QR code, select, use my Google account, use a Google account that is new, that is not used in any of the previous CSR Works programs. Enter in your basic details, your first name, your last name, location where the institute you are studying in is located, and tick all the terms and conditions to create your profile. Select your language which is comfortable for you. I would ask you guys to go with English if that's okay with you guys, but you can select whichever is comfortable for you. Following that, this is the home page where you will reach to. Here, using the search bar, you can go through the entirety of the program. And other than that, this is the learning plan QR code again. This link will already be in the chat box. It will already be in all of your WhatsApp groups. You can either scan this QR code, take a picture of it, or again, use the links to come into the learning plan. This is the learning plan. 3 sections of which we have to complete all the 3 sections. In each section, there are 2 activities or 2 courses that you'll have to complete. Here, to start this program, to start this learning plan, you need to click Enroll, select Enroll, and select, right now you need to select this activity called IBM SkillsBuild Present, how to become a web developer in the section 1 part. I'm sure everyone has already selected it and has clicked go to activity. But when you select any of the activities on the platform, including the activities in the learning plan, the activity description page will open up where it will have a small description about the activity, what all is included in it, and what all you can understand and get from it. Here you can click go to activity and start it. Okay. So this was a video. This is how it looked like. Vinith, learning plan submission is on the LMS. It will be uploaded by your team lead. The LMS link will be shared with you soon. Okay, it will be shared in your WhatsApp. Everyone will get access to it. So do not be worried about that. Just make sure that you will be able to complete and submit the learning plan by the deadline, which is 15th of July. Any other doubts, students? Team, if there's any other doubts, you can pass it on to me. Like I said, the learning plan is submitted on the LMS platform. The access to the LMS will be given to you soon. Okay. It is not in this PPT. It is not yet given to any of the students. It will be given to all of you soon. This is the LMS platform. This is the LMS platform login. You log in with your email ID and your college ID. And here you can see an option called certificate upload learning plan. Here is where you'll be uploading the certificate of you and your team members. The team lead will be the one who will be certificate uploading it. They also will have the ability to edit email IDs and names or spellings of team members if it's wrong. Yes, the PPT will be shared to all of you guys. It will be put in the group, so everyone will have access to it. Avadut, it's okay if you registered in the Google form with the same email ID. When I showed you the QR code, as long as you use a new email ID, then it's completely fine. And students, please make sure in your profile part, it will show that it shows CSR box under your name and location, that it shows CSR box. Okay. That can be done later, but let's go. So, okay. I hope everyone is clear on the timeline, the submissions, the deliverables, right? Just the front end part, Supradeep. Kavya, yes, and it will also be made clear to you guys a bit later. The team can brainstorm and bring up ideas, but it will always be best if these are ideas that are rooted in real world problems and problems faced by our country and by the world right now, such as sustainable development, climate change, things like that. So again, for everyone asking what are deliverables, deliverables are things that you need to submit on time by deadlines to finish the program and be eligible for getting the certificate at the end of the program. The team leader will be uploading the learning plan submitting certificate as well as the final project on the LMS site. You will get access to it later. We'll be sharing you guys the link. So you don't need to worry about it right now. Okay. The first thing you guys need to focus on right now is to make sure that by 15th of July, your learning plan is completed and or by all the teammates and is completed. So project submission is again on the topics that you can choose the topics. You will need to create a front end of a website and you can choose. So I would suggest choosing relevant topics that will have real life social impact if possible. But again, it is up to your team to brainstorm and select your own topics. Okay. You have a bit of time to do that. The final concept note submission is by the end of week 3. The final project submission will only be by the last week of this month of July. So you have a lot of time to work on it. Just make sure that all of the teammates are on the same page and submit all the other deliverables before that. And make sure you guys are in all the master classes and attend it live so that none of your marks go down on these issues. Right. I hope all of this is clear for you guys. Again, how the learning plan looks. Make sure it has this name. These are the 3 sections that is in the learning plan: introduction to web development, web design and development, deep dive, as well as career awareness. We are almost finished with the orientation sessions. You guys have started on the journey of the self-paced learning part. Okay, so now we are going to go back to the activity. Before that, one more final round of any questions if anyone will have. After that, we'll be going through the activity and we'll be going through it, and we'll be slowly winding up the orientation session that we have today. I'm sorry, Vishwajit. I think that question got lost in all the other ones. Please, can you send it again? If, like I said, please, students, listen to what I'm saying, so that we don't get the same question again and again. If you have been part of any of IBM Skills Build sessions or internships or PBLs previously, please make sure you do not use that same email ID while registering for this one. And by registering, I meant not just the filling the Google form that was shared with you before, but for the self-registration to the IBM Skills Build platform that we did in the orientation session today. If any of you have been part of any of our previous programs, please make sure you guys use a new email ID that has not been registered on the platform before. Okay, is that clear? Kaustubh, correctly is used to claim the digital credential. Okay. So there are certain courses on the platform where you can get digital credentials or badges from, which you can display on your LinkedIn profiles in the certifications tab. Right. So Credly is used to claim them. So how to log into Credly and all of that is already included in one of the programs in your learning plan called Web Development Fundamentals. In section 2, there is a program called Web Development Fundamentals. So in that, there is already detailed explanation about how to log into Credly and how to claim those badges. And that is a program that which will have a badge. So make sure you guys do that course and claim the badge. Okay. Vinit Saini, I have discussed what is deliverable multiple times. If you spam the same question again, I'll be forced to take that option away from you. So deliverables are things you will have to submit on time to complete this program. So one of the deliverables is the learning plan certificate that you are going to get when you complete the learning plan. That is deliverable number 1. Deliverable number 2 will be the final project that you'll need to submit by the end of this month. By the 4th week, by the end of this month, you will be submitting the final project. That is the second deliverable. These are what you need to submit. That is what the deliverable is. What's it called? Okay. Samsung, if you have, I'm sorry for calling Samsung. Was the name that popped up? But if you have registered individually during that time, we will be looking into what can be done with you and if a team can be formed for you. Okay. We will be letting you know. Yes, Kavya, if the email that you use for registering is not registering in the program is not used in any of the previous IBM SkillsBuild program, you can use the same email ID for completing the learning plan. Okay. Okay, sorry, Ajay. Okay, so shall we move forward and see what else is left? So right now we had, guys, let's stop the questions for a bit now. We can come back to it later towards the end of the session also. But right now, let's get back to the PPT and get back to the next steps that we have to complete. Okay. So in the following steps, we are going to see how you can generate and download the certificate from the platform. Okay. So please, guys, take your phones back. And you remember the time, I'm sorry, you remember when you clicked on go to activity and went into the video, right? So right now, I want you guys to come back out of it. Okay. In the same learning plan, in the IBM SkillsBuild present, how to become a web developer, I want you guys to come back out of it. Here, when you do that, this option will show up. Did you complete this activity? Here, I want you guys to click yes and mark complete and close it. Select yes, mark complete. And this dialog box will pop up asking you the duration of the activity. Okay. So you do not need to change any of this. It already shows 0 hours 57 minutes by default, which is the duration of the activity. So you just need to scroll down and hit submit. And in case for anyone this did not pop up and you just went back to this page, you can click mark complete near the go to activity button. There's an object button called mark complete. You can click on that and this option will pop up. So everyone who got this on the first try, when you submit the duration, you'll come back to this page. And next to go to activity, it will not show mark complete, it will show remove completion. That means you have successfully completed the activity and the certificate has been generated. Okay, so now let's see how you can download the certificate for this particular course or learning activity. So again, this is not the learning plan certificate that you need to upload. That is something else. This is just the certificate for this particular learning activity. So on the top right corner, next to the share button, there will be a 3-dot drop down. Do you see that? Clicking on that, you can see an option called view completion certificate. Okay. So clicking on view completion certificate, you will get to this page. That will show on the desktop, it will show in the landscape mode. On your phones, it will be how it is. But it will have your name, it will have a unique ID, and it will have the name of the course that we just did, learning activity we just did, which is how to become a web developer. Okay. So here, I want you guys to save and download the certificate. Keep it with you. Download and keep all the certificates you get from this course with you always. Okay. So you can click print and hit save to download it as a PDF. Again, on laptops, and when you download it correctly, this is how it will look like. You'll have your name, the name of the course, as well as a unique ID, the learning duration, which is 57 minutes. And this is how all the other certificates, like all the smaller certificate in the learning plan will look like. I'm again repeating myself, but this is not the learning plan certificate. Okay. Do not think this is the final one and do not upload this or do not give this to your team leads. Team leads, make sure this is not the one that you upload onto the platform. Okay. So by now, you guys, we are basically done with the orientation session. We have gotten into the self-paced learning part. We have gotten access to the SkillsBuild platform. We have gotten access to the learning plan, and now we have ample amount of time till 15th to finish the learning plan and submit the learning plan certificate. Okay. So the next step following this will be the masterclasses by the subject matter experts. There will be people who have worked in this area for a while, people who have experience and who have expertise in these areas. You will get a really good information and knowledge out of that. Okay. So people have been asking, how do you track the attendance? So this QR code and link is how we are going to be tracking the attendance. This link will be shared in your chats right now. It will also be shared in all of your WhatsApps. It will also be shared in all of your WhatsApp. So make sure you guys use the link, go on and fill it right now itself. It's a very simple, very small Google form, just your name and your details. Make sure you fill it right now. Abhijit, the meeting has been set from 4 to 6 p.m. If there is no interest, the link has been shared in your chat box. It has also been shared on your WhatsApps right now. Please make sure you guys fill up the Google Forms right now. It's a very simple, very short Google form. I hope everyone is able to scan it. So these are the three QR codes that we used for the session today. The first one is the learning plan. I hope you remember the 3 sections, 2 courses per section. You need to complete it and submit the learning plan by 15th of July to complete the whole program. Okay. First is the learning plan. Second is the attendance form. We just saw it. The links are right now in your chat box as well as your WhatsApp groups. Make sure you fill it up right now. Third is the registration link. So if anyone is still having issues, if anyone is still want to change the email ID because the one you registered right now has been used in previous masterclasses or sessions, make sure you register using this CSR box QR code and LinkedIn and links that we shared with you. Hope you guys have taken screenshots or photos of it. The PPTs will be shared, but you can keep it with you right now. So thank you all, everyone who has been here for the orientation sessions. This is an email ID that you can reach out to regarding any complex issues or queries. You can reach out to here. But if you guys have any other queries right now, we can fill it right now. You'll have three masterclass sessions and one role model mentor meet where you can interact with people who have worked in these areas, especially IBM professionals who have worked in this area and who have a lot of experience in this place, in this industry. Okay, I see a lull in questions. I think that most of you guys are kind of familiar with what is happening and you guys have understood the program. If there are any other further queries, you guys are always free to reach out to us through WhatsApp and mail and send mails to the email ID that has been shared with all of you. So thank you all for being here. So thank you all for being with me today and hope you will have a wonderful program and wish you guys a month full of learning and growth. Thank you all. You guys can leave now. If there are any further queries, you can address us in WhatsApp or send us an email.